Hey everyone, so this would be the care on the Australian rainbow, which are the bigger fish that you see in this video here. So they are easy to take care of, they are peaceful, and they will sometimes squabble with each other, but they usually leave other fish alone. Mine tend to follow the other fish around in the tank, but they do not attack other fish, so they are a peaceful fish. As you guys can see from here, they are mostly silver. They do have streaks of yellow and a little bit of orange in them as well. So they're not the prettiest of rainbows, but they are actually pretty cool. They're pretty flashy. That's what I would call them. It's more of a flashy fish more than a pretty fish. Especially compared to other types of rainbows, such as reds, which are very nice, look the same but are red. Their diet is omnivorous, meaning they should have both plant and meat matter in their diets. They will get up to around 4 inches. They should have a water temperature in the mid 70s and a pH between 7 to 8.3. So they do have a decent pH range there. Depending on what you look at online, some things will say they need a minimum of only 30 gallons. Other things will say more than that. I have them in this tank here, which is a 45-gallon tank, and they seem to be doing great in this. So again, depending on what you read, depending on whoever's opinion you read on, is 30 gallons or more. Now these are a schooling fish, which means you should get them in groups. Usually when I get schooling fish, I get them in at least groups of 6 or more. The more you get, the happier they will be. They do great with a decently planted tank, but you also want to have some free swimming space for them. I am in process of redoing this tank, so I'm going to be adding in more plants eventually here for these guys. But you do want a tank that is decently planted, but not like the entire thing is just taken over by plants. They should have some decent swimming room because they are very active fish, as you can see in this video. They pretty much are non-stop moving, and again, they are schooling fish, so they do stick together most of the time when they swim. So they do need some swimming space, but they also do like plants in their tank. As for their lifespan, they should be able to live around 5 years or more, depending on, of course, their conditions and whatnot. Now, Australian rainbows will stick mostly to the middle and top of the tank, but of course, just like any other fish, they will sometimes go down to the bottom, but for the most part, they will stay in the top or middle section of your tank here. And then one last thing I want to go over is the aquarium care. So that is doing water changes. So just like any other fish, you of course want to be doing water changes at least once every couple of weeks, if not once a week, and do at least 10-15% or more, but never go over 50% of a water change, and maybe even don't really go over 40% water change, so then you're just taking out too much at that point. Yeah, so like any other fish, though, you do want to keep up with your aquarium maintenance. They are very hardy fish, but even very hardy fish can die from bad water conditions. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.